Hello, folks. It's Pops here, and we're back for another Royal Rumble review. It's me and my co-host here, Nasty Nate.
Yes.
And today we're going to be doing the Royal Rumble 2016. It was live from Orlando, Florida. 15,170 people in attendance. And this Royal Rumble is kind of unique because it's a one versus all. Roman Reigns will be defending his WWE Championship against 29 other superstars. This was during a period where they were trying to push Roman Reigns to be the top guy, and they put everything behind it. Absolutely everything, including him fighting 29 other superstars in the Royal Rumble. The show starts out with Vince McMahon and Stephanie getting out of the limousine. We get JoJo interviewing them, and they're going on about how Roman Reigns has no chance in hell at retaining his title. The first match starts out, and is a last man standing match for the Intercontinental Championship. We get the champion, Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Ambrose hits a dive on KO, sending him over the announce desk at the beginning of the match. And then Ambrose uses a kendo stick until KO cannonballs Ambrose through the timekeeper's area. Owens introduces a stack of chairs. Then Ambrose ends up back body and drops KO on the top of two steel chairs that are set up. Then Owens uses the stairs to his advantage. Next objects of destruction is tables. Owens stacks two tables, then takes a chair to the face. He wears the chair around his neck. It was kind of funny. I like the way he did that. It was pretty interesting. This was a good match all in all. Ambrose hits the Dirty Deeds DDT on the chairs. Count of 9 before Owens rolls out to the floor to stop the 10 count. I like that. Ambrose puts KO on a table and delivers an elbow drop from the top rope to the floor through the table. Owens hits a maneuver from the top rope, driving Ambrose through a table. Then KO hits a pop-up powerbomb, but Ambrose beats the 10 count. Owens is pushed off the top of the top rope to the floor through two tables. He had set up earlier in the match. That seems to be a rule that if you set the tables up and leave them for later, you're the one going through them. Ambrose retains his IC title with this. Nate, what did you think about this last man standing match?
I think it was a great last man standing match, especially after the one we watched in the 2004 Rumble. They used one singular chair, even though it was more bloody. So I think that this was definitely way better than that one. And I think that Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens in these points in their career were both amazing talents, especially Kevin Owens kind of just freshly coming from NXT. He's making a statement on the main roster. And then Dean Ambrose, he had the stuff with the Shield and all that, and he's already an established superstar. So I think that this was a great last man standing match.
So what you're saying is you believe that we need weapons to have a last man standing match?
Yeah, because how else do you make your opponent stay down unless you knock them out? What's going to knock you out besides the steel chair?
I think less is more. I don't think the use of weapons is necessarily relevant in a last man standing match. I think the amount of punishment is.
You cause more punishment with weapons.
Next, we get WWE Network commercials, which we watched this on Netflix. So I found that was interesting that they left all the WWE Network commercials still in the Netflix presentation of this event. Match 2, we get a tag team title match. The New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston versus the Usos. I just got to say, to start off, Byron Saxton sucks on the announce desk. I'm not a fan. The New Day rocks, though. Absolutely amazing. I'm a fan. I really enjoyed the Usos Samoan dance gimmick. I like that. I miss it. The modern version of the SST or the head shrinkers. But I like them better now, though. I think the Usos are better now with their day one gimmicks and all that. But I really like the old school Samoan gimmick. What did you think?
I've always liked the Usos from their gimmick in this match and all the way to now. My favorite version was definitely like Uso Penitentiary. That was my favorite type of Usos back in I'm pretty sure 2017. It was after this they switched and transitioned over to the new gimmicks, which was nice.
Big E was amazing. I miss him so much. He hits an amazing belly to belly suplex. I really miss the Big E suplexes. There's a car crash dive on the outside. Lots of action. I love the New Day. Big E was fucking amazing. What did you think?
I think that I think Big E is a great talent. I'm glad they gave him a world championship later in his career. And the New Day, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. I liked how at the very beginning they came out and they announced the death of the trombone Francesca, and now we have Francesca too. And I think that it was just an amazing tag title match. It was definitely a hidden gem, I think, in my opinion.
The New Day retained their tag team titles, and next we get a video package from the Wyatt family describing why they are going to be the ones to win the Royal Rumble match. That was pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. The third match, we get the U.S. title match champion, Alberto Del Rio, and he's rolling with the League of Nations at this time. He's kind of like their leader versus Kalisto. This was during the League of Nations, as I mentioned, and so it starts out with a lot of their banter back and forth, promo package. Kalisto sends Del Rio to the outside at the beginning, then hits a suicide dive, which was picture perfect. Kalisto was amazing.
Yes.
As far as high flying. Del Rio works on the shoulder of Kalisto to set up his cross arm breaker. Kalisto, the whole match, he works on that shoulder to set up the cross arm breaker at the end. Kalisto hits a spinning DDT out of the corner. Lots of fast-paced, high-flying action. Del Rio hits a crazy reverse superplex to Kalisto. Kalisto missed the spot where he jumped on Alberto Del Rio's back and was going for a flip, and he ended up landing on his head. It was kind of sickening looking and crazy. I don't like these kind of moves because it could actually cause somebody to be paralyzed or cause CTE issues really bad. So I just think that they should be more careful in pulling off some of these moves. Kalisto hits Selena Del Sol, though, and Del Rio grabs the bottom rope to break the pin. Del Rio exposed the top turnbuckle, but Kalisto hurricanranas Del Rio's head into the exposed turnbuckle, hits the Selena Del Sol finisher for the win, and your new United States champion is Kalisto. Absolutely awesome match. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yes, that was an amazing match. Kalisto, I think that he was a great talent. The stuff he did, he made moments. And he was a great tag team partner to Sin Cara.
Okay, at this point, coming off the U.S. title match, we get the Everybody Against Roman video package again. They're putting everything into getting Roman Reigns over at this point. I just think they pushed a little too hard and the crowd pushed back. I think if they wouldn't have put so much into it, they would have got Roman over a lot sooner. What about you?
Yes. I think that although the stuff they did with Roman wasn't horrible, I mean, were over pushing him a lot. And I think that the heel thing, when it finally turned heel later down the line, was better. But I think maybe not just giving him every opportunity, I think.
Next, we get a Divas title match, And this is kind of the start of the Divas Revolution here. This is it's at the beginning of the Divas Revolution, shall we say. I wouldn't say the start, but it's at the beginning. We get Charlotte Flair with the Nature Boy Ric Flair in her corner versus Becky Lynch. I think this was an awesome match. I think they were both on their game. What do you think about it?
It was good. I think that Charlotte Flair had an amazing match with all the four horsewomen anytime they were in the ring with each other, of any of them. But her and Becky had great chemistry, and I think that also Ric Flair coming out with her was even great. We didn't see that much more down the line of her career. It was mostly at the beginning of her time on the main roster, and then it just kind of stopped really.
Do you think Flair kind of took the spotlight off of Charlotte, and maybe that's why they did away with him being a part of the package?
No, I don't think at all. I think Charlotte Flair was getting more heat with Ric Flair out there because how he would help her win and how he would cheat, and I think it was good that he was out there.
I just feel like Ric Flair is such a big spotlight magnet that the WWE probably felt that he was drawing more away from the Charlotte Flair character than adding to it. This was real interesting. To me, they always compare Charlotte and Monet or Charlotte and Sasha Banks as the Flair Steamboat of the Women's Revolution. But for me, it was definitely Charlotte and Becky as the Charlotte Steamboat type.
Okay, in this match, there are at the very beginning. There's a lot of transitions between both the two superstars, and Becky hits multiple suplexes to take kind of the power away from Charlotte, and Becky starts taking more control with submissions to the arm of Charlotte Flair, trying to hurt that arm, trying to take her out, and Charlotte rolls out the ring, and she has Ric Flair kind of help and try to distract Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch doesn't fall for her. She pushes Charlotte straight into Flair. And then they get back into the ring. And they go, and there's a bunch of more back and forth action. And Charlotte pokes Becky in the eyes and then hits her with a spear, which I thought was cool. I like Charlotte's spear a lot. I think Charlotte had a great spear. A lot of people don't like it, but it was really good. And then after a little bit more back and forth, Charlotte hits one more spear to beat Becky Lynch and stays your Divas champion. But I think the main spotlight of this match was at the very end when after Charlotte already wins, she beats down on Becky more and more. And then Sasha Banks comes out. And it kind of helps to build up to the third triple threat at WrestleMania 32, which was a great triple threat for the women at that time. And you said earlier that this was the start of the women's revolution. I think at WrestleMania 32 was the start of their women's revolution when they brought the new title in.
I didn't say this was the start of the revolution. I said the revolution was already underway. I think the start of the revolution was probably Paige coming up to the main roster and mixing it up with the likes of like the Bellas and people like that. Next off, we get the 29th annual Royal Rumble match. I like doing that. We start out with, of course, one versus all. We get Roman Reigns right off at first. And number two, we get with Lana Rusev coming from the League of Nations. Immediately, Roman eliminates Rusev, gets rid of him right away. And then we get the number three entrance. And this might quite possibly be the greatest surprise ever in Royal Rumble history. The phenomenal AJ Styles comes out at number three. And we get him and Roman facing off one-on-one, looking at each other. That classic moment. I think it was amazing. This was an oh my God moment. Everybody in the WWE universe went nuts. They didn't know if people would know who AJ Styles was, but it was obvious that everybody in attendance knew who the phenomenal one was. The number 3 or 4 guy is Tyler Breeze. He doesn't last long. And then we get number 5, Curtis Axel out. AJ sends Axel over the top real quick. And we get number 6, Y2J Chris Jericho. And this is kind of crazy because this year we might end up seeing a surprise Chris Jericho entrance. Number 7, we get the Big Red Machine, Kane. Number 8 was somebody I was really happy to see in this Rumble, Goldust. And they gave him a couple little feature spots. Number 9 is Nasty Nate's boy. Feed me more, Ryback.
Yes.
So at this point, watching this match with you, Ryback comes out, and I can remember Nate in a diaper going, feed me more. So I thought that was funny. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. Number 10, we get Kofi Kingston. Number 11, we get Titus O'Neil. Titus sends Goldust to the locker room. He sends him over the top. Number 12, we get R-Truth. And oh my God, what a great spot this is.
Yes.
R-Truth comes out. He pulls a giant ladder from underneath the ring, slides it in the middle of the ring, sets the ladder up, and climbs up and is like, where's the Money in the Bank briefcase? I thought that was amazing. I just loved it. Kane sends him packing, though, real quick. Sends him out of there. Kofi does his spot at this point with the New Day where he's on Big E's shoulders. They throw Kofi out. Big E catches him on his shoulders. They parade him around the ringside. Number 13, we get Luke Harper. Number 14, we get Stardust. Number 15 is the Big Show. Big Show throws out Titus O'Neil and Ryback immediately. Number 16, we get Neville. Now known as Pac. He comes in and does all kinds of high-flying moves in the middle of the Rumble. I really enjoyed it, really liked it. Jericho sends Kofi over the top. Number 17 is Braun Strowman. And I like this because they made Strowman come out. He come out hard, and first he throws Kane out, eliminates one of the big guys, and then the Big Show's in the ring with him, and he gets rid of the Big Show as well. Yes. Trying to make Braun Strowman look like a undeniable giant. Just an undeniable monster. So I really enjoyed that. Number 18, we get Kevin Owens. And when Kevin Owens comes out, he is noticeably in pain and limping from the earlier Last Man Standing match. So I liked how they played on that. But he still manages to eliminate the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. KO throws Styles out. I was disappointed by this. And then number 19, we get KO's earlier opponent, Dean Ambrose.
Yes. We get Dean Ambrose. He comes out there and he just goes in there. He does Dean Ambrose things. He just targets everybody, starts beating up on everybody. Number 20 is Sami Zayn. He comes out and there's a stare-off between him and Kevin Owens. Old-time rivals, all right. And Sami Zayn eliminates Kevin Owens, like, immediately. As soon as he basically gets in the ring. I like that, how they kind of played into their NXT rivalry, their Indies rivalry when they were on the Indies. And I think it was amazing.
Next, we get number 21, Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan comes out, and this is a big spot because we get all the Wyatts in the match. And the Wyatts are running shop in the Royal Rumble. Luke Harper at this point eliminates Neville and then Stardust. And at this point, we get number 22, Mark Henry. And Mark Henry comes out and he wants to say that this might be one of his last Rumbles and that he is going to win. He is guaranteed it. But he immediately comes in and goes to battle with the Wyatt family. And the Wyatt family tosses Mark Henry. Strowman then tosses Sami Zayn. And number 23 Oh my God. It is Brock Lesnar. And this is crazy. Lesnar comes in and it's suplex city for everybody. He goes nuts, suplexing all the Wyatts, one after another. Brock eliminates Rowan. So number 24 is Jack Swagger. He comes to the ring and is immediately tossed out by Brock right after Brock eliminated Eric Rowan. Number 25, we get The Miz. Luke Harper then also gets eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Number 26, we get former United States champion Alberto Del Rio. And then Brock Lesnar eliminates Braun Strowman. Brock is on a roll. Number 27, we get the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. This was interesting. So as Bray is coming to the ring, the other Wyatt members who have been eliminated are on the outside of the ring. They all surround Brock. Yes. They all roll in the ring and attack Brock. And there is a brawl that ensues. During this time, we get number 28, Dolph Ziggler. So, number 29, we get Sheamus, and as he's headed to the ring.
Okay, but first, earlier in the match, Roman Reigns was taken out by the League of Nations, which involved Sheamus, Rusev, and Del Rio, and Wade Barrett, and they all kind of beat up Roman to take him out of the match.
They put him through the announce table.
I was getting to that.
Giant splash.
Yeah. And then 29 comes out, it's Sheamus, and Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere and Superman punches Sheamus to kind of assert his dominance back. He goes back in the ring, gets right back to action.
Superman punches Sheamus in the aisleway before he even makes it into the ring, so Sheamus don't get into the ring. Then Roman goes back in the ring and eliminates The Miz and Del Rio. And then we get number 30. But while all this is going on before number 30, the Wyatts eliminate Brock Lesnar. They roll in the ring. They jump Brock. Over the top he goes. Brock is angry. As Brock is leaving the ringside area, we get number 30, Triple H. There's a great set of spots with Triple H. Ziggler's eliminated by them. Then he eliminates Bray Wyatt. Ambrose tosses Y2J out. Roman sends Sheamus over the top. But then, out of nowhere, Triple H comes from behind and tosses Roman Reigns over the top. This, to me, was rough. Because Triple H, becoming 14-time champion at a Royal Rumble, over Roman Reigns. They were trying to get Roman over. Instead, they went with Triple H. I think he buried everybody. I think all the rumors about Triple H burying everybody was proven true here in this Royal Rumble match. One cool fact I do want to say, though, I'm pretty sure there's only been 2 Royal Rumbles where somebody has won the title. That was this one and the 1992 one with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. So it puts Triple H in some very unique company. I will say that.
Yes.
Overall, Nate, what did you think about the 2016 Royal Rumble match?
I think the Royal Rumble match itself was good. We had a lot of cool spots. We had a lot of star power, I think, in this Rumble. Especially over like the 40-man Royal Rumble. Like it was butt. And I think the title being defended through stakes in it, a lot of. But I think kind of building it up as just one versus all and trying to like just push like Roman Reigns to like try to overcome everybody. I don't think they should have done. I think they could have just defended the title in it. And I think AJ Styles coming back was probably the great moment that came out of this.
Definitely the highlight of the night.
Yes, definitely the highlight of the night was AJ Styles debuting. But the match itself was amazing.
I just think the Triple H thing was a little too much.
Yeah, I think Ambrose should have won here, definitely. If anybody was going to win, he should have won.
I don't know who, per se, should have won. I won't go back and say that. But I just think Triple H, at this point, this stage in his career, he didn't need a WrestleMania match. He didn't need a 14th title reign. And he damn sure didn't need to make every one of the up and coming superstars look weak. I didn't care for it.
I don't think that he shouldn't have had a WrestleMania match because in this stage of his career, he wasn't bad at wrestling. He wasn't that old. I mean, he was old, but he was still able to do things, and he could still put on great matches. But I don't think he needed to win a world title to get there. He could have had just a big money match with a bigger name, like an AJ Styles or somebody, to have a WrestleMania match. He didn't need a world title. He didn't need to go face Roman Reigns in the main event. He didn't need to do any of that.
Well, folks, this has been your 2016 Royal Rumble review. I'm Pops. This is Nasty Nate. As always, thank you for your support, and all praise to God.
Peace.